works, but we are at Au Naturale highlighting the topic of sustainable packaging this week for Earth Month, and it was something that was important. We collectively decided to discuss because the basic knowledge we thought everyone was empowered with on recycling and looking for sustainable packaging in the personal care product space just really wasn't there. And instead of going and telling you everything, we are going to have different blog posts on cleanbeautyrevolution.com explaining more like recycling 101, right? If you don't know how to do that because maybe where you live didn't give you like guidelines on what recycling actually means, like we're going to go into that for you. But some basic points to touch on now. We here at Au Naturale try very hard to make our commitment to green and sustainable real. This has been part of our mission and ethos since day one. And some ways that we do this with packaging is, we pay extra. I think it looks beautiful, but we have aluminum components. So this is a lipstick that we have. Our pan sticks and slimlines are the exact same aluminum, and that's much easier to recycle and reuse than even a recycled plastic. And for where we cannot have aluminum, we do have thick walled plastic that is easier to recycle too. And we'll go into that more in the blog as well, but just know that we're working hard and making sure that our supply chain is as clean and sustainable as possible, which is why sometimes you'll even see tweaks like this box we had here. Get a little bit closer. This white box is our recent special edition box for the Good Housekeeping lipstick that we do have. And it's made with 100% recycled material, which is the best that you can do. So our boxes, our components are just as sustainable as the ingredients we're using on the inside. And it all has a bearing on your health, and I'll tell you how. The ingredients that we have in the makeup, obviously, you are what you eat, you are what you put on your skin. I don't need to explain that again in this live, but the plastic issue is so important to discuss. There's about a ton of plastic thrown into our oceans every minute, and it has reached a point where not only are we really compromising our oceans, the ecosystem is off, but we're consuming now the plastics. There's over 51 trillion pieces of microplastics in the ocean, and that's not only getting into even our sand beaches. Like you can grab sand, and most of what you're grabbing isn't sand anymore. It's actually microplastics. But also fish are consuming these plastics, and obviously we eat that. So in our body, like we're consuming plastic. This is how real and awful the problem actually is. So when you're shopping and you are, with the power of the purse, making this commitment towards sustainability, bear in mind that it's not only what's important on the inside of a product, like let's say a countertop spray or a lip gloss or even the packaging of like a CD if you still buy those. You have to remember, like if it's matte black, when it's going through recycling facilities, if it gets recycled at all, the scanners cannot pick up that color. So darker colors are more difficult to recycle, and then lighter colors aren't. So if a company is really true to that sustainability conversation, they'll have thought about that and really elevated their packaging to reflect that sustainable commitment. So that's my nugget of the day, because I don't want to overwhelm you with so many of these talking points on sustainability, but it's something I really wanted to hit home. So if you are seeing a brand that's maybe using matte plastic and maybe they just don't know this fact, mention it to them, because I would love to see that totally out of every single supply chain of any company that's using plastics. And let's move on and really invest in research for making plastics out of carbon, which is a new thing in LA, and I really hope that works, or other sort of methods of packaging, and maybe in 10 years we can just kiss it all goodbye, that we don't have to worry about anymore. But we are making a strong investment in our oceans and our supply chain. If you have questions about this, let us know. Check into cleanbeautyrevolution.com for more information. If there's ever a topic you want more information on too, give us a heads up on customer service and we'll break it down for you.
Woo!